Welcome to this very, very, very special episode of the There She Goes podcast.
Yay!
I have with me two of my absolute favorite people of all time. I cannot wait for you to meet them. This is literally my first podcast ever live with more than one person. I literally cannot wait for you to meet them. We have already done a whole behind the scenes set for like 15 minutes probably. We can't keep a straight word in here. We keep laughing and I love this. But I can't wait for you to meet them. So without further ado, I will let my cousins introduce themselves to you, starting with Alondra.
Hello. My name is Aloe. I am Aloe. I live in Texas. We are currently recording this episode in Texas because my lovely cousins came out to visit for our baby shower.
Woo woo!
Oh, sweet.
Not just any baby shower.
A double baby shower.
Not just twins. Boy and a girl. She won the lottery.
This is straight trouble. They're coming.
Hi friends, I'm Xcaret. Nice to meet y'all. You guys can call me X if that's easier. It's so great to be here finally.
I love you girls. I'm going to just quickly talk about why we're all wearing these cute little shirts from my friend Mickey from Passion Threads. Little shout out to you, girl. We love these. When I saw these shirts, they're called Unstoppable Together, and it happens to be 3 women on the cover. I was like, oh my God, this is for my cousins, our little trio of inseparable women. Like, these girls are, I don't have sisters. I do have brothers, love them, but they are like my sisters. Like, we have been through so much together. We've been cracking up since 1999 when they were born. Yes. I'm a 95 girly. They barely made the cut in the 90s here, but
we did.
You did.
Hello.
And yeah, I just saw these shirts and I seriously was like, I have to get this for us. And I just thought it'd be fun to start it off with talking about growing up as a trio, what that looked like. And this is not the first time we all wear matching shirts. Dear God, how many times did we grow up wearing all the matching gear and everything? So it's a tribute to our past, and those who know us, you know, if you know, you know. So I just thought I'd start off with like, what was it like growing up? Like, I think it all started when you girls were about 6 years old. That's about when so you were 6?
Linked up.
Yeah.
Literally. Well, I'm 5 years older, right? So 6, you girls were both 6, and I was 11 then.
Yeah.
And you girls, for context, are only 2 weeks apart, which Alo likes
And
to
one
remind Ishka.
day.
Yeah. 2 weeks and 1 day.
15 days.
She's older.
Actually. Thank you.
She's a mother.
She's a mother.
Yeah.
Also, Alo, if you think that you were telling Ishka all your life, like, I'm older by 2.5 weeks, I can imagine whichever twin is born first.
Oh, yeah.
The amount of times they're going to tell the other twin, one by 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that,
Yeah.
but that is so real.
It's so
It's
sad.
kind of karmic.
3 minutes older than you. Listen to your elders.
We were talking about which one's going to be like the middle child. Like, that's going to be interesting because whoever's born first.
Well, it has
that's
to
the middle
be
child.
Jackson's to be born first.
You think Jackson's going to be born
He has to be.
Why?
That's how they determine it. Doctors, they like
What?
the what?
Y'all didn't know? I'm like, talk to us.
Yeah.
So whichever twin is
A boy?
no,
I know. I'm like,
I cared about.
whoa.
it wouldn't. That would. I don't know how the logistics would work on that. Whichever twin is closer to the exit
That makes sense.
is twin A, and it will be born first. Because how would the other one be born first?
Well, how do we? He's closer. He's not moving around in there. He's just like, this is my spot.
Well,
after
like,
that. He's like making one for like a
his
Taylor
own
Swift
little
concert.
bubble.
Yeah.
It's not gonna move.
Or
I don't know
yeah.
if that's humanly possible.
I mean, I've never been. I mean, I don't remember what it was like.
I'm sorry. I'm not a twin. I don't know what to tell you.
But,
Wait,
well,
but
yes,
what
but
if
yes.
it's
Baby
is it
A's are
cesarean is what it's called?
yes.
So that's what I'm curious. Like, so I get it. If it's a natural birth, that makes literally whoever comes out first, which obviously it's whoever is closest to the exit, like you
Right.
said. But if it's cesarean, how do they know which one they took out first?
Well, if you think about a C-section, it is close to the exit where the wound is, the cut. So like, if the baby's the other baby's up here, it's not like they're cutting me up here.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I would hope not.
Oh my God.
That sounds terrifying.
I wouldn't
Ow.
like. Certainly not. I wouldn't enjoy that.
Wait, so that's crazy. So you already, we were over here like, I wonder who's gonna be born first. Like I'm over here like the Bible time.
Jackson's the middle child for sure.
I thought they were. Like,
Wait, how is Jack the middle child? Oh,
Because he's closer.
because he's the firstborn of the twins. Got it.
So we had already confirmed that Jackson was going to be middle child.
That's crazy.
Oh.
Like he was already giving this poor. Like
there
I
you
love
go.
him. Like, but I was like, he's definitely middle child. Like, 'cause you already have a boy, now you've got the girl.
I'm the middle child as well. Shout out to all my middle children out there. I love it. I love you, Jackson.
Well, I don't know. What was it like growing up as an only child? Speaking of which, I think that's important to share, literally, especially because I think that is exactly why we're probably as close as we are.
That's true. I mean, yeah, since I didn't have any siblings, it was like I just naturally went to the closest thing, and you guys were like basically, I don't know, like I guess starting out, it was like you and me because we were 15 days apart. But then once we started getting closer in age with Gigi, I mean, it was like a natural trio, us three. But yeah, you guys are like, I guess I never had siblings to compare a sibling relationship to. So obviously, like in my head, I'm like, well, yeah, like they're basically my sisters. Cause I mean, we did spend every waking moment together pretty much, especially the summers.
The summers, and we're recording this in summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta talk about that.
Yeah,
We
we
gotta
do.
unpack some of that.
Well, Ishka, how did it feel? Like, obviously very different. You and I both have 2 siblings as well. So we're in a, 3 sibling household. So I'm curious, how did that look for you? And why do you think your particular situation lend itself to us being so close together?
I think for me, it was like very, very organic. I have an older sister. I love you, love bug, my little nugget, Isis. She's 9 years older than me. So there was a substantial like age gap. And then I have a little brother and I love him to death. I'm very protective of him too. And he's only a year, 9 months younger than me. So we're very, very close. But it was really, really nice to have people that were really close in age to me experiencing and growing up the same way. And then specifically with Gigi having like specific hobbies that we were like so aligned in. So I think it was just like a very natural gravitation that we had to each other.
Yeah.
And I think the 3 of us share that like we're bonded for different reasons, but the tie is so, so strong. I think that the relationships and the nature of the relationships are so organic. Like Alo and I are bonded and we have things in common. And then Gigi and Alo have things in common and are bonded through different things that I might not necessarily have in common. And then Gigi and I have different bonds that we have in common. And then
that
it all just like
works.
blends. It
Like,
works.
it works.
Yeah, it just does. It just does. And I think like where one lacks, like we support in other ways. And that's how all happy relationships are. Yeah.
I love it. Thank you. Yeah. I was going to say definitely the only child situation. And then you being 9 years younger than your sister, obviously, especially when you're younger, those age gaps are more evident than when, you're older. So yeah, that makes sense. And then for me, yes. So like I said, I do have 2 brothers. They're both younger. They're 3 years younger than me and then 9 years younger than me. But I always wanted sisters. And then hopefully in the future, maybe girl mom, but whatever comes my way. But I've definitely been a girl's girl. And you can definitely start sharing. I give you full permission to share any traumatic experiences with me from the get-go, forcing you to do things like we're doing today. So I feel like literally that's what I want to talk about, our summers together. We're recording this in summer. I got us matching t-shirts. I've been like wrangling the troops here trying to get this episode because I think it's extremely special that we're all now much older than when we were little kids and playing around. We're all adults. We all have our own lives. They all look very different. And it's just, I love where we are now as adult women. It's really cool to see that our relationship has withstood the test of time. And we're all here, the 3 of us. So like Alo mentioned, she lives in Dallas right now. Xcaret lives in Boston, and I came from San Diego. So we came and met in the middle. And I just love that the testament, right? That our relationship is as strong as ever. But I think that these girls can shed some light into a little bit of your There She Goes founder and creator here, because this is not my first, not my second, not my third, I don't know, maybe my 10th project. So talk about what it was like. And Alo, again, full permission. I say Alo because Alo specifically does not love performing. Xcaret, I know, at least loves singing and performing. But growing up, I've had these girls involved in all of my projects, and you could watch the freaking throwback YouTube videos. So tell everybody a little bit about what those summers were like, and even maybe your first memories of like the first things that we were like, all right, choreography, let's go.
Wow. Shoot.
I have one.
Go.
Immediate trauma. I remember, I don't know how old we were. But that summer we went to Yuma where you lived.
Yeah.
Like when we were young. I don't know how old we were. I really don't remember. Maybe like 8. We were like 8 and you were like 12. And I guess someone started getting really into like karaoke and like making YouTube videos and uploading them to like become the next
Justin Bieber,
Yeah.
actually.
because somehow that was gonna happen. So we would do like singing like covers of songs. Also, I was like 8, but I was forced. Well, someone had the genius idea, and then someone was like, "That sounds like a plan. Amazing, love it." And I was like, "No," and they were like, "No, yeah, like it's happening. Like I don't know what to tell you." So I'm like type A's over here. And so, well, I ended up performing, I guess. And we
Tell them the song. Tell them the song.
so like, Katy Perry, California Girls. Well, we were in Arizona that summer and, we decided to just change the lyrics
Can
to
I just say,
Copyright.
this was the very first song I did this. Fully wrote this my 8-year-old self. Arizona Girls, guys. The lyrics are insane.
I bet you we probably remember all the
of them.
lyrics.
Come on.
It is
Do a little
not.
clip.
It is not.
Arizona girl,
No place.
where the grass is really green.
Greener. That's the real lyric, no?
Oh,
No. Oh, that can't be the lyric.
I just know Arizona
Wait,
girls.
sun, but no
tonight.
sand.
Sun.
It must.
no, sun,
There must be
sand,
something
but no
the
beach.
desert. No.
I do remember a
Sun,
cactus in there.
Sun. No.
Sun,
Sand,
But no beach.
Yes.
No.
Singing
Etched
underneath
into
the
my
cactus.
Ow, 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 ow.
I just remember and then Alo. Scratch, scratch.
That's hilarious because something like
She was so mad. Gigi was so mad at
I
us.
scratched my leg because I was itchy and I committed a crime because the video showed that
You
I
did-
was a human
you went,
being.
Late. I came in a beat late. I'm like, girl, I wrote this. She looks at me in the video and she's giving me the death glare. And if you've experienced the Gigi death glare, it is
You don't like
intense.
it.
You don't want to
You
get
don't
that ever
want it.
again. She looked at me and she gave you the mom. You know the Mexican mom smile? The like, ahorita te agarro, eh?
Ahorita te agarro.
Yeah.
So
She
real.
gave us the Mexican mom smile.
And she mastered that at like 11.
mastered at a truly
At like
It's insane.
11.
Yeah, she had it down to a science.
Your future kids. Your
Anyways.
future kids. Point is, we would record YouTube videos and like upload them because we were, I guess, they, she, and then because she's like, oh, my role model, right? We're inspired by like Justin Bieber and like Demi Lovato and
Selena Gomez.
Disney Channel. And we thought that would happen
Be
to
the
us
right guy.
because we swore it was like we were gonna get discovered. No, again, they swore they were gonna get discovered at 8 years old.
Where were the Disney producers? Can I just say they really missed?
Excuse me. Yeah. I mean, why is Justin Bieber where he is today and not us?
Can't you see the talent?
Speaking of Justin Bieber, our first concert. Our first concert.
Our first concert
was special.
Oh, wait, that's actually a perfect. I love that you did that because it's a good segue about how much my mom and I specifically, and my mom, for those of you that don't know, it's just a little sneak peek for you. She's sitting here as a live audience member. If you hear any claps, it's because we said applause. If you hear any laughs, I'm just kidding. Laughter, please. We thank you. We love surprising these two girls. Like, girl, we've been surprising them since 1999.
Yeah.
And so that was
totally.
probably one of the first major surprises we did. And so maybe talk about a little bit about how that went and how we surprised you with that, because that leads us to where today we did also a really fun surprise for Alo.
Well, I remember this day. Oh my gosh, I remember this day so clearly. Actually, I'm looking at.
I remember what I was wearing.
I remember what I was wearing too. And we were the boinas.
Weren't you wearing boinas? Berets,
the
like
berets,
with like a cap.
berets. Yeah,
Yes.
the
French
almost
cap.
like the bus driver type thing going on. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
But we were giving everything you needed to give to go to a Justin Bieber concert. The point is, Ado and I were turning 11 years old. It was around our birthday, and sometimes we would share birthday parties because we were so close in age, and it only made sense to like celebrate together, you know. Bieber fever was running rampant during
He
this
was
time.
the love of our
2011, 2012.
I felt things
It was
I had
the-
never felt before for a man. Okay.
I really thought I was gonna marry him. I
remember-
firmly believe that.
I cried in a Fry's pharmacy on a floor when I saw the like Teen Bop magazine of Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber kissing, because I knew
It's
that I was
like,
like,
how
I can't deny it
could
anymore.
he
Like, this is true. Like,
betrayed
Yeah.
me like this.
yeah. Like, I thought I was your favorite girl.
I know.
Like,
No, like,
One less
legitimately.
lonely girl. Remember
Yeah,
that?
no, like
Two
I had a
lonely
firm
girls.
belief that we would end up together.
So, okay, but you said, why did you get ready for the concert? What did you
Okay,
think you were doing?
So we thought we were gonna go stand outside the San Diego Sports Arena and just wait for the concert to be over. And we're like, we didn't go to the concert, so we'll be waiting backstage for Justin.
Somehow, we were
losers
gonna go
that are in
backstage.
there. We'll be back here. We're gonna beat y'all to it.
And you thought we were gonna
And we
party
were-
it up in
And
like
we were
listen
so
to it outside.
Excited to
We
be
thought we were
outside.
gonna be like, maybe if we get close to the walls, we could hear the
Yeah,
music.
and even then, like, just like we'll see him come out. We'll be the first ones to see
We'll
him
be
come
like,
out. Like, we're gonna run
"Woohoo!"
into him. It's gonna be so easy. And we were
And we
literally,
were
that was the
down for
world.
that.
We were
Like,
so
we were like,
that's the
yeah.
perfect way to celebrate our birthday. Like, perfect way. No,
sitting in a
Yeah.
parking lot, we were like, yes.
there was
down.
no place
Like,
else I would
that's
rather
what
be.
we're doing.
Nothing else I'd rather be doing.
To see our future husband.
Of course.
Collectively.
Of course. So my tia, she drove us. Obviously, Gigi knew what was going on. We didn't know. We're just little.
We're down. Just
Yeah,
we're like, let's
we're
go.
just little nuggets. So we're in the car, and my tia gets down. And if you know my tia, you've seen her. If you're an avid There She Goes fan, but she is just like the most like magnetic, charismatic, fun, adorable, like clumsy, witty woman, and it's just so charming and stuff. And I remember seeing her get out of the car and being like, "Silly tia, like we can't go that direction, tia. We don't have tickets."
Yeah, and I
And
thought it
then-
was
yeah.
weird. And she was like, let's just get a little closer. And
I'm
I'm like,
like,
are we
"Tia,
allowed
no
to be here?
podemos."
Like, we're in the line.
Yeah.
Tia. Like, it's a little too close. We
Yeah.
asked for our tickets and we don't have any.
I remember walking the parking lot and just being like, "No, like tia, like why are we doing this?" I'm like, "No, she's adorable." I'm like, "We can't." My 11-year-old self, I'm like,
I
"We
was
can't
like,
get
no,
that close."
like, we're going to get in trouble.
And then she turned around and she was like, "Oh no,
What
can't."
about these?
Yeah, literally. And my heart, it's so interesting to see like how personalities develop. Like even then, like my heart sunk. Like I was so stunned, like in shock.
Yeah.
Alo instantly started crying. Like I remember,
I was going to go see my husband. That's
instantly
why.
started crying. Like not a beat went by. Yeah,
Because I was like, I'm about to go see my husband.
yeah. And
Legitimately.
Gigi was just like the happiest camper in all the world. Like
For memory.
she's
Yeah.
Gigi's like an incredible gift giver. And so is my tia. Incredibly generous and incredible gift givers. Like they love like doing it and they love coming up with like the most thoughtful, sentimental.
I
gifts.
think it's like the love of the magic. Like, I don't want to say magic, but like kind of magic, you know,
Yeah.
like the special moments where they're like, this is like, this could turn into such a magical moment. Like, why not make it happen? Like, if it could happen, why not make it happen?
Yes.
Type thing.
It's like the
So-
family's Make-A-Wish, like truly.
Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Truly the family's Make-A-Wish
You
Foundation.
can apply to the There She Goes Make-A-Wish Foundation.
There she goes.
Making a Wish
Making a Wish
Foundation. Oh my
Foundation.
gosh.
There she goes, making a Wish Foundation is crazy.
But-
Super up their alley, though.
I love that. I think it's so hard for me sometimes to explain and capture the spirit of what I'm trying to do here with There She Goes. Not just this podcast, but the community aspect and the feelings I want to evoke in you as the audience, but not just audience. It's like, no, again, like I want you here, like all of us together. That's what I want. It's like to recognize that like I'm so big on creating magic for myself in my life. And it's so important to me to bring others along and help you create magic in your life too. So I'm so glad that it's like hearing it. Oh, this is so validating. And I think it's going to be beautiful because patterns start showing up. We have been like besties for 3 decades. For me, almost 3 decades. Obviously, you're not 30 yet, but almost 3 decades. And so you start seeing patterns. Thank you so much for validating that. And how does that lead you to then, if you recall, our Hamilton experience, which is probably, I think, that I can remember. Of course, there's little magic moments and surprises along the way, but Hamilton was another big one.
Yeah.
Hamilton was a huge one.
Well, okay. I'm going to take a little detour before we
Do it.
real quick. It's because every time I hear magic, I'm like Disney, right? Like you guys know, she's like the biggest Disney fan that there is or was or ever will be. So I think we're big Disney fans too. Like, don't get me wrong, but like it's very clear that you like it's just very impactful for you. And I think growing up watching the movies and doing all the Disney things and everything, obviously it's fantasy, but bringing that magic into real life. Not everything has to be fantasy. You can make that magic happen for people or for yourself. You know, like it doesn't all have to be, well, it's just in the movies.
Right.
You know, like no, like there are things that you can do to make life special. And I feel like I see that for you, you know?
Thank you. And thank you for pivoting. Actually, you as a mother, literally, you told us recently how you are so excited that you get to create that magic of your son's childhood. And when we're children, we are at that age where we're more impressionable than, we are now. And now we realize that our moms and a lot of our parents are very responsible for the magic we grew up with. So how does that, how does magic look like for you as a mother now? Like, how do you insert magic into your child's life?
I was actually just telling you guys about this because I am very pregnant and very hormonal and very emotional. And the other day I was like, I think every mom can probably relate. Like if you've been pregnant, you're so excited for the new chapter, but there's also this little part of you like, oh my God, like I'm about to, especially if you're a first time mom, right? Like so much is going to change. Like now it's not, the focus is not on like my life. It's going to be like this kid's life, right? So you kind of mourn that piece a little bit, like among all the good, there's also like that little moment where you're like, oh my gosh, like it's not going to be all about me pretty much. And so I was having that the other day and I was like, oh, like my childhood was so fun. And I was thinking about like our summers and like even going on trips together and like all the fun stuff we would do. And I was like, oh, it would be so cool to have another summer like that. And I was like, well, I'm a little old for that. Like I have a 2-year-old already. And obviously like coming soon. So I was like, yeah, like just very, like I was getting emotional, like sad. But then I was like, hold on. Isn't that like, I think I was just going about it the wrong way because that magic that I'm like feeling sad about that I'm not going to get to experience anymore. Well, I can create it. Like I'm paying it back now, like like it's not like it ended once I became a mom. Now it's like, well, now it's starting all over again. Like I am going to be able to do that for my kids, and I think it's just been, my son is 2 and just like little things make him happy. Obviously, like he's happy with pretty much anything right now, but like just taking him to special places, trying to just put in the effort to make him enjoy his summer, because right now, I mean, it is summertime. We get to do all the special things and stuff, but just being really intentional and putting in the same effort that like our parents and our family put in to make it super special for us, like just starting it with the new generation, you know?
Yeah.
And then hopefully like my kids and our kids will do that for their kids, like just to make it like you got to live life a little bit, you know?
1000%. Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you for sharing. Ishka, I would love to ask you how you create magic in your life, but specifically because I know that your career right now is a big focus, or at least for you and for where I think about where you are in your life. I feel like your career right now lends itself to feel very magical
Yeah.
in and of itself. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be just your career though. I'm just curious if you could talk to us about how you in your life are creating that magic and keeping that, wonder and joy alive in your life.
Last year for me was such a transitional year where it felt like it was a lot of laying down the foundation and like hard work of like this new life and this new like era that I was like stepping into. And it felt like a lot of heavy lifting, but to clarify more, last year was my first year working as a flight attendant. And I moved across the country to Boston, and it was just like the most magical year. But it was, like I said, a lot of like foundational work where I felt like I was working a lot, loving everything I did and trying to find pockets to like romanticize it more. Um, I think like gratitude is a way that I make my life really magical. I prayed a lot. Like I feel like I'm like a very spiritual person. Like we come from a very spiritual family. Uh and I think like the more I leaned into like gratitude and like waking up and being thankful, like even if like I feel like just stepping out of that foundational layer and more into just like, okay, like you can explore your city more, you can like build that community. And like I've made a small group of like incredible friends that like I'm getting more time to be able to see and create like memories with. It's really special. And a lot of flight attendants experience like a lot of loneliness, especially like the first few years of work when you're not making maybe that much money and you're in a new city that you were just thrown into. But I've been very blessed and I feel so grateful to be able to say like I have such incredible people by my side that like I met not long ago and I feel like I've known forever. I'm in this city that I romanticize the hell out of. Like I love Boston 10 toes down. Like I just think it's like the easiest city to romanticize. Like come on, like the walkability itself. Like it's just the little things that I'm just like, oh, this is so magical. And it all just goes back to like being able to be grateful for the little things and stuff. And like being grateful to be like, yeah, I'm really tired, but I'm really tired in Paris. And like, so like
I'm gonna be tired.
I'm gonna take a nap in Paris and then I'm gonna wake up and go get steak in the little steak place that I like. And like, yeah, maybe I just did go get dinner in Paris, but like that's pretty freaking magical. And I'm so grateful to have that opportunity. So like eventually I'll have a more stable like gig or whatever with it. Like I'll have more control over my schedule, but there's so much magical moments to be had in the chaos of like the first years of figuring it out and figuring out like what you like to fly, who your people are. And like my tribe, I feel like is like being formed day by day. And like, I'm just so grateful. Like I said, gratitude is the most magical thing that I have in my life right now. And I'm so blessed. God keeps me very, very, chiquiadita, So yeah, I'm a happy camper.
Thank you for that. It's funny because the very first thing that I thought was going to be like a more maybe obvious or glamorous form to say a magic in your career is that. It's like, well, I'm in Paris one day and then I'm in Amsterdam another and then I'm in Spain and then, like I could be in Rome, like you said, and which of course that's magical. Like, yes, but I love that you actually, I didn't expect that answer from you. You actually started with the little things. And I like that because not everyone's a flight attendant. So not everybody can eat their dinner, when they eat their dinner in Rome, if they're craving pizza and then eat, their crepe when they're craving a crepe in Paris, which is amazing that you have that career.
The best part is being down on cash and being like, you got to pick up a trip. And then being like, where should we go? Like, That is
There
so
she
magical.
goes.
There she goes. Going.
There she
going.
goes,
Going. Yeah. Period.
Talk about there she goes. Like your life right now is very much there she goes, because like we don't even know, like, hey, where's Ishka today? Is she in Boston? Is she in New Orleans? Is she in LA? Is she in Europe? Like, where is she today?
We'll be
Which I
checking.
love.
We have each other's location, obviously.
No.
And like on our group chat, sometimes we'll like click in. We're like, I wonder where Ishka is. And I'm like, oh, she's in Dublin. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
Check
casually.
back later. And it's
Casually.
like, oh, okay, she's in Boston again. Oh, you know what? She's like in Paris. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I do it for fun.
I do it
Literally,
for
like,
fun.
we're living vicariously.
I check my Sims too. I like to make sure you guys are safe and sound in bed. Like, okay, they made it home. They made it home already.
Us always stuck in our respective cities.
Well, but that's what's cool. That's the point. Is like that is very magical. But for those of us who are not flight attendants and that's not our life, you just talked about all these ways. Like, I love that. That's your attitude. You were like, you can insert joy and wonder and romanticize your life when you're in Boston. Like, notice that was actually, you didn't really talk too much about the trips. You were like, no, actually, I like my life. Like
love
the one I
Boston,
have, the one
y'all.
I'm making.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
It's
that.
beautiful. It's beautiful. Flight. I feel like working in that industry, it's hard because it could be a very lonely industry to work in. And a lot of flight attendants go through a lot of like different eras and like periods of time that could be harder, less enjoyable than others. And like it's like from the advice that I've heard of like all my senior mamas and senior papas, like it's just like you have to remember to be grateful for like, because more than a job, this really is a lifestyle. Like you're just going places for work. Like you're just constantly going and coming back and going and coming back. And it can get old like if you don't remember the magic in it. Like this is an opportunity. This is like a style of life, and you either love it and it's for you or it's not. And it's totally okay for it to not be, but I love it so much. I love it so much. It's great. It works. We're all a little bit crazy. Anyone in aviation are a little bit crazy, but we're a good time. We're a good time.
I'm listening to you and I'm like, oh my gosh, she sounds just like me when I talk about my job. Like I was like, oh my gosh, like insert different job title here.
Yeah, I love that. Isn't that amazing to like love what you do? And you're an
Yeah.
incredible well, we should touch on that.
Yeah.
I'm not to lead anything,
No,
but,
go.
but yeah, like
yeah.
I know you're gonna miss teaching. I know how do you feel about stepping away for the first time?
Sad.
Yeah, speaking of, like, yeah, tell us about your job. What feels magical about your job? And you don't just create magic as a mom, you create magic as a
Teacher.
Yay.
Elementary school teacher at that. Yeah, I've been a teacher for 3 years, so stepping away is gonna be a little difficult, but like obviously I'm gonna get to stay home with my baby. So like like that's like my number one. That's all I've wanted. But in terms of like if I'm thinking specifically on my career, I love my job. Like it is what I want to do forever. And I feel like it is such a like what you were saying about romanticizing, because like you have to remember what you're doing it for, because sometimes it can get hard. Like it is hard to deal with like 25 10-year-olds, you know, like day in and day out. Like it would be hard like if your mindset is not in the right place. Like because I mean 10-year-olds are 10-year-olds, you know?
Yeah.
Like yeah, and if you're managing 25 of them every single day for a whole year, I mean you're with them all day. It's like you're like a big figure in their life. Yeah. It can get old real quick.
Thank you, girls, for doing this. This is actually really lovely. I didn't know where it would go.
This is where it's going. There she goes.
There she
There
goes. There she goes, not knowing where it's going.
Yeah. Yeah. So my career is young, but for now, I mean, it has been so special just getting a group of kids and being able to make that magic for them. And that is magical for me as well, because I get to see it. Like, it's almost like I'm living through them. Like I see the spark in their eyes when they're learning something that like really excites them, or like we're doing a really cool project, or like they're inspired, or we're doing something fun or whatever, like a class party, field trip, even like certain assignments, you know, like they get excited and they get passionate about what they're doing, and just seeing that in their eyes is just so amazing, because you just know that you are making it magical for them. You know, you're making it special for them. Like, 'cause think about it, like, you know, as a mom now, I'm thinking like, you send your kids to school for 8 hours a day, like they're gone for the majority of the day. Like you're not
They're
with
being
your
raised by
kid.
you,
They're
low-key.
being raised by
Yeah.
like their formative years are at school. So it would make me so happy as a parent to know that my child is having good opportunities for growth and development and inspiration in school, because that's all you want for your kids. And if you can't, like, you know, like legally, like they're gonna be in school, right? Like, and if you're not
Yeah.
homeschooling, like they're in school. So it's like knowing that someone's taking care of that is awesome. And just, it makes me so happy to be able to provide that for them. And I think like if you just lose sight of that, then the classroom just becomes four walls with 25
Wow.
10-year-olds,
Wow.
you know? But when you remember it, it's just it's this place of inspiration. It really is. And like, it's just amazing. It really is, to be able to witness their inspiration, I guess. I feel like inspiration
That's so
is what
special.
it is.
I feel like the education industry, like, it is so, like, educators are so underappreciated. And I feel like everyone, like, says it, but it's like, it's just not harped on enough. Like, they are raising our children. I don't have any, but like one day, hopefully, like, yeah, that like somebody, like, the majority of the time is being spent. Like, I remember teachers that shaped me so much
Yeah.
and taught me so much and inspired me.
In either way, like it could be positive
Yes.
or negative. Like,
yes.
very, but they're impactful
Super.
because you're with them all the time.
Wow, yeah. It's true.
So,
Yeah.
It's true. I've been in a, you know, four walls and, you know,
Mhm.
chairs around, and I've had the teachers that are special and magical like you, and that like really care. I think your children are so lucky to have you for themselves for as long as they do. And I'm so excited for the children that will get to see you in the future as well, baby.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hope I can bring that, you know, it's a weird feeling because, like, as a teacher, if you're a teacher out there, I'm sure you could relate, but like, they're your babies, you know,
Yeah.
like they're your students, they're your kids. But it's like, now being home with legitimately my children, it's going to be awesome. And I'm like, I'm hoping to bring some of that structure from the classroom into the home. I'm like, maybe I'll start a little preschool in there. We got 3 of them now.
I
I'm
feel
like,
you already do.
Yeah.
gotta
I
have a
feel like you
routine
already
down.
do.
Hey, classroom management is number 1. You already know, if you're a teacher out there, classroom management is key. So, yeah.
I love that. Thank you so much. I think inspiration is what this entire thing is all about. And I love how it's so true. It starts as children, and it's really important who is doing the educating and the inspiring. That's very important, and what kind of messages our kids are receiving. So the other word that I really got from what you said was witness. And I love that word, that in your case, you're saying you witness the kids in school grow up, you witness them be inspired, you witness them living their lives, understanding, learning, you're witnessing. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's actually exactly what this show is also about. And with the guests that I bring on and the, you know, people I get to talk to, is that I just feel so honored and privileged to get to witness you, of course, 2 of my favorite people in the entire world. But honestly, all of the women that are in this space that have come into this show or that are listening, like, I love witnessing women take charge of their lives. And that's why I love highlighting everyday women and everyday stories, because I firmly believe that each of us has inspiration where it might be untapped. You don't know that it's inspiring, but somebody else needs to hear this. And I just want to say it's been such a privilege witnessing you both growing up. And it's a privilege to have you on a show I created now. Thank you for supporting me from day one. Thank you for going through the trauma of having me put you in videos, music videos you didn't want to be on. Thank you for not just supporting me, but literally being out here in I don't know, 90-degree humid weather in t-shirts outside of a pool, not being able to go into the pool, all because I said, please, we're all together. Please, please do this for me.
There is nothing more on brand for you than this, baby.
Yes.
For us than this.
Very on brand.
Super on brand.
I am not
Happy to be here.
surprised.
No,
We
not
are
at all.
happy. Very happy. We're very proud of you. And just the magic that you also are highlighting, because everyone that comes on your show is also making magic, and you're letting other people see that so they can witness it too. So
And thank you for bringing so much magic into our lives as well, because you really, really have filled our lives with so many wonderful, incredible memories. We love you so much. From your two 1999 babies. We love you.
1999. That sounds like 1989.
we made it into the 1900s.
Yeah. We're 90s babies.
At the tail end, all the way in November. I love you girls so much. Thank you for
Love
doing this for
you.
me and being on the show. I love you. Come here.
Oh.
Arizona girls, unforgettable. We got it all locked. Ta-da.
The end.